wow, long hiatus. Just pretty much working, buying Blu-rays and DVDs, books as well, and trying to save up too. So it's a little mix of all. So anyways, let's get started. A lot of cool stuff to show you. All right, so first thing first, we have here is the Mel Brooks Collection. This is the DVD collection. Contains 7 films, including Young Frankenstein, Robin Hood Men in Tights, 12 Chairs, Silent Movie, High Anxiety, Blazing Saddles, To Be or Not to Be, 8 titles. And I think there's one right here. I've been watching them. What was the last one? The History of the World, Part 1. I got this off of Go Hastings for a pretty decent price. It was used, but you know, in pretty good condition. For around I would say it was like $12 for all these films. I would say it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, definitely glad to own. I'm sort of trying to get into, old films from the past, old comedies and stuff like that. So just looking at some classics, and from what I hear, Mel Brooks, he's the king of it, of comedy back in the day. Still is somewhat. All right, moving on. Next we have here, very awesome. We have Planet of the Apes 5 film collection on Blu Ray. This includes Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, and Battle for the Planet of the Apes. Amazing. It's by far one of the classics when it comes to just films throughout history. Planet of the Apes is just one of those cult classics, full of nostalgia, so much that it's been somewhat rebooted with the most recent Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which I love as well. As far as these films go, to be honest, the only one that I've seen was the first Planet of the Apes, but it was sort of briefly on cable when I was younger. So to see all of these films, pretty much see every single story, because every film within Planet of the Apes is sort of a continuation of a larger scope of things, of how how the apes rose to power. Well, in the first one, the initial one, it's about Charlton Heston and his other fellow astronauts, falling, crashing on planet Earth, and discovering the Planet of the Apes. But through the continuation on with Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, it sort of builds up to what happened as far as the destruction, but also with, I guess, the third installment, how the apes became the dominant species on Earth. So great to own. I'm already on Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, and can't wait to watch that. I'm actually gonna watch it tonight after this video. So looking forward to it. Definitely glad to own. Picture quality, audio, amazing. Extras, by far the best. I would say with the first Planet of the Apes, they have a lot more extras, special features. Because that was the one that started it all. But the other films, other films, they have a few extras and just behind the scenes stories about how the studio 20th Century was trying to build this franchise, and just the struggles that they were having. So it's pretty awesome, great to own. Got this for a good buck, probably I think it was like around $20 or so for this, so pretty decent deal. Love it. Alright, moving on here, we have Mother. This is a sort of Korean thriller. Basically it's about this boy. He's sort of simple-minded. He's accused of killing this girl due to these crazy circumstances, and his mother is basically in search of finding, you know, the killer, the real killer, the person who is sort of somewhat framed, who she believes has framed her son for this murder. And it gets really dark. If you're not familiar with Korean thrillers and those, like, you know, deep serial killer kind of films, they go dark. It's not your conventional, you know, sort of I guess American style of filmmaking. It's very different. It's very different tones are in these films. And I watched this. It was last week. Amazing. Amazing. I didn't see it come. I didn't see the ending. And it goes into the acting. These actors are just amazing. Brilliant. Just brilliant. If there's one film I would probably recommend this year to watch, just a Korean film in general, if you're really into thrillers, definitely check this out. Just in general, if you're into thrillers in general, definitely check this out because it's a masterpiece. It really is. The creator of The Host, another, you know, sort of Korean sci-fi Jaws-esque type of film, he made this film, and countless others. He also directed Snowpiercer. Yeah, let me get his name real quick. I can't remember on the top of my head. The director's name is Bong Joon-ho. If I butchered that, I'm sorry. But yeah, he's definitely a talented director. Very up and coming. Well, not so much up and coming. I think he's been around for a while, but the films that he's put out so far have been just amazing. Huge fan. I have a ton of his films. So definitely glad down on this as well. All right. Next we have Rick and Morty. This is a sort of animated series, new animated series on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim sort of hour. It's basically it's a mashup between Back to the Future, Doc Brown, sort of. There's no connection, but it has that sort of realm of, you know, we have a doctor here. He's not a doctor, but a scientist who's basically he's sort of like Doc Brown, but he's more he's a mad scientist. He's Doc Brown on pretty much drunk. That's sort of synopsis of who he is. And he pretty much he has his I believe his grandson. Him basically they go on adventures. All these things happen mainly due to the doctor's mistakes. Just really crazy stuff. The minds behind Rick and Morty, I believe they were writers on Community, the TV show on NBC. Very funny show. Definitely check it out. It's not just a regular, you know, Cartoon Network, you know, Adult Swim cartoon where it's just, you know, all, you know, giggles and laughs and all that stuff. It's really they really flesh out these characters. It's it's not meant for kids as far as the adult nature. Some of the jokes and stuff are like they're so adult. Like the conversations and everything are very mature. And a lot of nods in these episodes to just a lot of science fiction. Like for instance, there's this one called this episode called Anatomy Park, and it's sort of a spoof of Jurassic Park, but it's set inside a homeless man's body. Basically, the doctor here, Rick, he shrinks his nephew and basically puts him inside his this homeless man's body, and basically inside the body is just like this amusement park that's sort of like Jurassic Park inside. It's crazy. It's a brilliant show. And there's like all of these nods to different science fiction films like Inception and all these things. It's hilarious. Definitely check it out. Funny. All right, next we have Spaceballs, another Mel Brooks sort of classic in a way. This is on Blu Ray. The reason I picked this up is because I assumed that I think I was looking at the Blu Ray version of the Mel Brooks Collection, and it had Spaceballs, but for some odd reason I didn't pay too close attention as far as the DVD collection because it doesn't contain it. So I ended up saying, well, I'm gonna scoop this up on the side and grab this and love it. It's the 25th anniversary edition of Spaceballs. Funny. It's by far one of those, when it comes to these spoof films, you think about it's like Scary Movie and what else? Date Movie and all those, those films that spoof other films. Mel Brooks was the king of that. He led the way, and he, pretty much showed the path of how to make a good spoof film. And this is by far one of the best. Definitely love it. Glad to own. Can't wait to check out the special features. Yeah, awesome. Alright, moving on. We have Star Trek. This is the 3-disc digital special edition copy. I haven't seen Star Trek in a while. I'm sort of getting back into the Star Trek films that have just recently come out. This one in particular, initially I wasn't pulled into it, but I think the second time around it's going to be a different look. Yeah, so just leave it at that. Alright, and next we have double feature. This is on DVD. This is the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, sort of double pack, and pretty much your standard. I'm not sure if there's any special features or anything on here, but I was looking at, I know the Bill and Ted Excellent Journey was out on is out on Blu Ray, and basically I was sort of saying to myself, man, do you want to get this Blu Ray and then get the Bogus Adventure, Bogus Journey, DVD, or why not just get the double pack? And the double pack was at a good price, so I was like, yeah, I'll get the double pack. It's all good when it comes to DVD, Blu-ray. There's no I love it all. So I scooped this up. Yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check out Bogus Journey. I saw Excellent Adventure on Netflix. Yeah, hilarious. Grew up watching these, man, on Comedy Central. Love it. Young Keanu Reeves, man. Who'da thunk it? Awesome. All right, next we have here is Key and Peele season 3. Love Key and Peele. Their comedy is just my type. Like these guys understand. I guess what you call it millennial humor. Yeah, great show. I already own the season 1-2 pack over here. So I definitely want to scoop up 3. If you watch their, I think on YouTube, Comedy Central shows like each little skit you can see on YouTube, and I was looking at season 3 and I was like, oh man, this is hilarious. I need to scoop it up. So definitely had to grab it. Got it for a good deal too. I think it was like $8, and in retail wise it's like 15 on up. So I got this off of Retalkin.com. Yeah, definitely was searching around trying to hunt for the best deal. That's what I definitely try to do. Try to get the best price I can get, and yeah, go from there. So yeah, awesome. They had, what was it, 30 minutes of bonus features, and yeah, definitely going to check it out. Awesome. All right, next we have here is Star Trek Into the Darkness. I should have did like a back-to-back, but we'll go with this. All right, yeah, Star Trek Into the Darkness. I heard this is like a sort of a reboot or reboot of was it Star Trek Wrath of Khan or something like that. Um, don't don't quote me. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but I definitely want to start checking out some of the films and some of the TV shows and stuff like that, episodes and stuff like that. So Into the Darkness, I've heard is pretty awesome. So looking forward to watching it. Big Benedict Cumberbatch fan. Who isn't? I mean, there's probably some people who are like whatever, but I really like his work. He's a really good actor. So definitely looking forward to checking this out. J.J. Abrams, man, great guy. All right. Let's see. Next word we have here is Clint Eastwood, The Outlaw, Josey Wales. Probably one of my favorite Clint Eastwood films. Of like all time. Great Western, revenge sort of tale. Just awesome. Last time I saw this, it was just on cable. So to watch this on DVD, not DVD, Blu Ray. It's going to be awesome, especially looking at the extra features. What do we have here? We have a commentary by Richard Schickel. I can't pronounce that. New feature from Clint Eastwood West, plus vintage featurettes from Eastwood in Action, Hell Hath No Fury, the making of Outlaw Josey Wales, and theatrical trailer. So yeah, looking forward to checking this out on Blu Ray. Big Western fan. I love Westerns. It's just such a interesting world, interesting genre of film, and the classics are where it's at. So definitely looking forward to seeing this on Blu-ray again. All right, next we have District 9. Amazing sci-fi film. Just generation wise, like in the past decade, it's probably one of the best that's come out. It reminds me when I was watching Planet of the Apes, it kind of in Planet of the Apes, there's like this sort of social message about humans, sort of, I guess, using, war, and there was this big political message that was in Planet of the Apes as far as human downfall was due to humans themselves, as far as wars and all these things. We sort of destroyed ourselves, and it was like this message that most people wouldn't sort of, I guess, see as much. Due to the whole science fiction aspect of Planet of the Apes, but there's this like this strong message of that in Planet of the Apes, and I found that as well as in District 9, as far as apartheid, and as far as the aliens that are in this film, who are sort of treated like Africans in South Africa during apartheid. That sort of relation, that sort of message about treating others poorly in our society. It had a strong message, and I think that's why it had such a good, I guess, when it comes to District 9, it's just one of those films that just stands out from the rest because it has a strong message, while also giving the whole sci-fi elements, which sort of plays into the whole Planet of the Apes kind of thing. As far as not just we're not gonna just throw sci-fi at you and that's it, and we'll just make it as bland as possible. No story, no depth into it. We're not gonna do that. And District 9 definitely feels like, Planet of the Apes in that kind of element. So, definitely great film. Science fiction is, it's probably one of the best as well. So, definitely can't wait to see this again. I haven't seen this since it was on cable. I think it was on, it was on HBO, but it was sort of standard version, so definitely looking forward to seeing this on Blu-ray. And check out the special features. A lot of special features. My word. Yeah. Transformation, weakest metamorphosis, director commentary, deleted scenes, conception of creating the world of District 9. You get a lot of stuff in here. So, yeah, awesome. All right, moving on. Here we have here is Batteries Not Included. This is an old, great, sort of, I guess, sci-fi film. Just grew up watching. Just amazing. You could definitely see, like, they mentioned that, Steven Spielberg presents, I think he was a producer, he may have been a producer on Batteries Not Included, but you could definitely see his influence, like, his influence in, films like, gosh, I can't remember, Poltergeist. He had a lot of influence in that film, and you could definitely see that same sort of magic within this. Yeah. Great film. Check it out. I'm surprised it hasn't come out on Blu-ray, but, yeah. It is what it is. Definitely glad to own. Alright. Next we have here is another double feature. This is Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, and Cheech and Chong Still Smoking. Big fan of Cheech and Chong films. That sort of humor is just where I'm at. You know what I mean? I own was it Cheech and Chong Night's Dreams, and I'm looking possibly towards getting God, what's it called? Actually, no, I'm sorry. I don't have Night's Dreams. I have Cheech and Chong's next movie. I want to get Night's Dreams. So that's definitely going to come around, the corner as far as purchases in the future. But check it out, guys. Funny. Before there was, Seth Rogen and what's his name? James Franco, and that whole kind of stoner humor, like Pineapple Express. There was these guys. They started it. You know what I mean? They were the founding fathers. So check them out. All right, next we have Trancers, the sort of it's the trilogy DVD collection. New to Trancers, I haven't watched it yet, but I saw the trailer on YouTube and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. It's cheesy science fiction, but I don't know, for some reason I sort of gravitate to it's look at that trailer, Trancers, the first Trancers movie trailer. It's pretty cool, like as far as just visual effects too. Like it's definitely one of those B movies, but they did some pretty clever stuff as far as special effects. Yeah, awesome. Definitely gonna check out all these. Yeah. Alright, next one we have Batman Under the Hood. This is the animated film. Basically it revolves around Robin. I guess he sort of gets what do you call it? Reanimated or brought back to life by Ra's al Ghul, and he's basically trying to clean up Gotham, as far as going way beyond the sort of methods that Batman sort of went, as far as not killing people. The character that Robin plays, the Red Hood, sorry for the spoilers, guys, he sort of goes way beyond. He's sort of like the Punisher, in a sense, the character he plays. He's like, the best way to clean up the city is to, pretty much get rid of all the criminals permanently. A lot of guest appearances, like the Joker, he's in it. Batman, of course. Great battles, great action scenes. Probably one of the best animated, like DC animated films I've seen so far. I'm sort of getting back into the DC animated films. And yeah, this is one of the best ones out there. A lot of special features too. They have like little trailers about, you know, DC animated films that are, you know, probably already out now, but little stuff there. But great film, great film. All right, and sort of moving on here. This one was awesome because the site I've mentioned before in just previous videos, GoHastings.com, they've done it again with an awesome deal or what. I don't know what it was, but pretty much they were selling all the Justice League, you know, Justice League, the animated series, and Justice League Unlimited for like $4 or $5. The complete series, well, not complete series, but the complete seasons for each one. So $4, $4, $4, $4. Amazing. These go for at least $15 a season. $15 a season if you just look online, or higher. But I don't know what happened, but they were just, you know, it's one of those just gold finds, you know, online shopping. It's amazing. I mean, it's still the classic, brand new, people. Unheard of. I never found a deal this good. So once again, we have seasons 1 of the Justice League animated series, seasons 2. So that's pretty much the complete series of Justice League. And then we have Justice League Unlimited season 1 and season 2 on all on DVD. Awesome, just amazing. Great find. I was looking at this site called hotdeals.com, and they had a forum, and these guys were talking about, hey, there's this deal where, you know, Go Hastings is selling these full seasons of Justice League and Justice League Unlimited for like $4. And yeah, snatched them up, no question about it. It was just click, and that's it. So yeah, I'm so happy. Big. When it comes to just, you know, Marvel and DC, I love them both, man. It's all equal love, you know what I mean? So to own these is amazing. I have Batman the Animated Series, complete series. I have Superman the complete animated series, and to have the Justice League, it's like the whole shebang, and I'm definitely glad to own. So definitely gonna be checking these out, probably more than once. It's gonna be like back to back to back to back to back. So awesome deal. Thank you, Go Hastings. Yes. All right. So last but not least, we have a sort of book update, edition. This is Star Wars: The Essential Reader's Companion. Basically, this book contains synopsises, artwork, animation. Animation. Behind the scenes anecdotes, details about novels that have come out in these, you know, Star Wars expanded universe. As far as all these novels that have come out, it's from the beginning to, I would say, from, I believe, the 70s on up to, you know, early 2000s. Just every Star Wars novel, canon, a part of the expanded universe, they give a synopsis, an anecdote, and just information you may have not known about these sort of novels. It's sort of like a guide to, you know, finding, like, if you're sort of getting into, you know, Star Wars novels and books and, you know, comics and graphic novels, this is sort of your guide to finding which one is like the perfect, you know, where you, what path you should go. This is like the Holy Grail, man. I in general, I most likely may not buy every single Star Wars novel, book, or graphic novel that's out there. But to have this is sort of just, I may not get to read it, but I'll have a good synopsis about what it's about and how it's tied to, the expanded universe, like how everything's connected. This covers so much. You have, pictures of, from different artists. These are new, new sort of photos that have been created specifically for this book. Pictures, excuse me. Paintings and stuff like that. And it touches on characters in the Star Wars universe, covers the Clone Wars, the Old Republic, the entire expanded universe, thousands of years of information in here. Characters, just in-depth character development, and just all this information. It's beautiful. From comics, not just novels, but comics, graphic novels, anything tied to Star Wars canon is in here. It is awesome. It's this is if you don't plan to read any of the Star Wars novels or books, or may not have thought about going in towards this sort of medium, beyond just the films themselves and the TV shows, then I would check out this book, because there's just so much history, so much information. It's amazing. Let me just read off some of these, just the things that you'll find in this book. Concise. There's a concise synopsis of each story, including key characters and planets. Exclusive behind-the-scenes facts and anecdotes about authors, plot, character development, continuity notes and significance of Star Wars expanded universe, details on which novels are linked to Star Wars comics from Dark Horse and Marvel, a chronological listing of titles spanning from 25,000 years of history of Star Wars universe, placing each story in its proper context. More than 100 full-color original paintings by some of fan favorite artists. Yeah, this is like I said, this is the holy grail of just information when it comes to Star Wars universe. Yeah, it's brilliant. It was a must own. I had to pick this up. Like I said, if I don't eventually get not all the books, but some books that are out there, I'll have this. This will sort of be my guide into just the novels, the books, the comics, the graphic novels. This will sort of be my guide. So yeah, definitely glad to own. Need to keep this in like a glass case or something. But yeah, definitely glad to own. So guys, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed that big long video. This is awesome. Great haul. More to come. A lot of stuff coming in. Yeah, definitely going to show those as well. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you like the video, definitely hit that like button and definitely subscribe, because there's more to come, man. There's a lot more. So yeah, awesomeness. Definitely going to check out all these titles and stuff, man. It's just so much stuff. I got this, and I got that, and I got this. It's like a lot. But I'm young. I got enough time, right? I can watch it all and read it all and see it all. So once again, guys, this is Harry Heck Jr. signing off. Take it easy. Be good to yourself. And yeah, have a great day, night, weekend, week, month, year. Take it easy. See ya.